birds of a feather flock together. All right. Dear Sanaa, so this video is going to be about maintaining and building friendships and also crushes. So maybe the whole thing is just relationships, but that's, so I wouldn't say friendships and crushes. That's the thing that we're focusing on. Now, we've moved around a few times, okay? And you've moved to different schools a few times. And so with that being the case, you're always the new kid, okay? Well, you're the new kid. And so you have to push into friend groups that have probably already been established. And that can be very frustrating, I know, and it can also be a little hard to do, especially when some of these children, they've been friends since pre-K, daycare even. And so now you have to try to push in and build friends or build relationships with them so they could be your friends, right? So, and the thing that happens sometimes is you could choose to change who you are to be accepted by them. All right. That is the approach normally. Like, if everyone's being mean, I should be mean too. Or if everyone's picking on this one person, I should pick on them too. And that's just to have a friend. However, no. Your people, your tribe, they'll find you just by you being yourself, just by you being authentically Sanaa. Authentically means sticking to you. Just, that's what it'll be. If you just continue to be yourself, your bubbly, funny, creative, loving, caring self, you're going to attract the right people. Now, of course, with being caring and stuff, sometimes you attract people who are going to try to be a leech. But we'll talk about more leeches when you get older, because right now, we'll talk about them later. You want to try to make sure you're not stuck in that cycle with them, right? So when you're deciding to befriend these people and, like I said, showing up as yourself, you also have to decide, are they showing up for you as a friend, all right? So if you're always inviting them to play with you, okay, if you're always forcing yourself into the conversations that have been being included, that's probably not your friend, okay? Now, granted, people are young, they have their days and stuff, but your friends, they will bring you into the fold. They will accept you in. You won't have to feel like you're being pushed out, all right? You will be accepted. You won't feel like you're being picked on or anything. They're going to accept you for who you are and who you're being, okay? If you always the butt of the joke, okay? Like if it's a joke, like we clowning on shoes, or we clowning on hairstyles or something. If we're doing that as friends, just being honest, everybody should get a taste of it. All right, we're joking around because people joke. We say stuff, okay? But if it's always you, if you're always the person that they feel is the butt of the joke, not your friend, okay? That won't be the case, because your real friends will not try to make you feel bad just to make themselves feel good. Okay? Feel that? Your real friends will not try to make you feel bad just to make themselves feel good. All right? They will try to be accepting and understanding and including bringing you in of you and your feelings. All right? That is what a friend is. That is what a friend will do. All right? Some of these same things that I'm saying about friends will also be with someone you have a crush on or someone you decide that you like. I know in kindergarten, okay, I had a quote unquote boyfriend. And it was funny because he was also my cousin boyfriend. All right. We didn't know nothing about that. Nothing about boyfriend or something. None of that. However, the kicker should have been the fact that this is my cousin boyfriend and he think he my boyfriend too. That's not right. Okay. especially if like, no, okay. And then, like trying to push up and be friends. No, that's not the case. And you have to decide if like you even like this person now. And I've told you a bunch of times, all right, like this person needs to hit certain things. If you making good grades, they need to be doing that. If you don't get bad marks in class as far as behavior, they need to not be doing that as well. Like birds of a feather flock together. All right. If you're hanging around people that ain't right, then some of that ain't right, and it's gonna rub off on you. All right. So yeah, that especially in relationships too. That is how that goes. And little crushes, all that stuff. We've discussed it before. So the main thing out of all this, out of all my ramblings though, is that I want you to know that you are amazing. Okay? Just how great you are. Your dad, every morning, whenever he talks to you, he has you doing your affirmations of how you're beautiful, you're a queen and everything. And that is true. And I want you to remember that and stand on that. Don't let anybody make you feel like those things aren't true about you, because you know that. You don't need the validation of others, because you are validating yourself just as you should, just as you already are. And you just continue that on, okay? Because the worst thing that could happen is you can grow up and going on through life trying to look for validation in others when people are fickle. Okay, and fickle, they ain't right. Okay, we'll just say that they ain't right. They're going to disappoint you. And you have to decide, or you have to know that you are enough and that you are doing the best that you can for yourself. And that includes bringing people into your fold, having friends, that you can actually depend on, who you can look to when you need to, all right? Who are going to be there to support you. Because that's what a friend does. A friend will support you. A friend will, they'll be there for you in times that you need it, okay? Prime example for me, TT Coco. She's always been a good friend for me. She's always been there for me, and I do my best to show up for her as well. And that is what you have to have, people who will show up for you as you. That's a friend. So yours truly, Mommy.